My name is Nano Namaru. I'm a 28-year-old office worker. My mother passed away 15 years ago due to sickness, and my father raised me by himself. He hadn't done any housework until my mother passed away, but when I was in high school, he made me lunch every day. He would often come to school events as well, and so I loved my father very much. I'm working now, but I had decided to stay and live with my father until I get married. So we divide the housework and live happily together. But I've been really busy recently and had difficulty making time for housework.
Nano, are you alright? Do you want to talk about work?
It's nothing big. I'm fine, thanks. I was just super tired, and it was too stupid of a thing to talk to my father. The problem I was having was with an elder coworker, Ayo Yakamashi, bullying me because I was a younger worker. She just hates younger coworkers, and she periodically changes her target. And she does this constantly. This time, it just happened to be my turn.
Mrs. Namaru?
Yes?
There's a request for support in creating a list of clients. Please do it, okay?
Sure. When is it due by?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yep. It's a request from sales.
But I still haven't finished what you requested yesterday. I don't think I have time.
If there isn't time, make the time. Did I ask you about your circumstance?
You only have one choice. Do it. Could you ask someone who's free to do it? There isn't anyone else bored besides you. You shouldn't be whining. You can't even do work. But it's already 3 p.m. It depends on the load, but I may need to work overtime to finish.
Too bad, but it's work.
The deadline isn't changing. Because you're too slow, you're causing the sales team an inconvenience. If you continue this, then our entire department will lose trust. Okay.
You are so useless and stubborn.
If you could just only do better, you might finish at 5 p.m.
Just like me.
Who do I ask to check the documents?
I wouldn't know right from wrong. You take full responsibility. I'm busy going out on dates.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Did you commit to being single forever? I can't imagine life without men. You know, I may be slightly old, but I always have a boyfriend. How does it feel living alone? Are you lonely? Do you look at other couples and screech? Just imagining it makes me laugh, LOL.
Sorry, but I have work to do.
LOL, loser. Good luck.
I'm so tired. She always pushes her work onto me and leaves on the clock. This work likely has a longer deadline, and in the end, she'll take all the credit. But because she's an older worker, I can't refuse. Plus, I heard that she married a man recently, surprising for her age. It might be cute news, if only she wasn't such a lousy, annoying old lady. I wonder who'd go out with a woman like her, is what I always think every time she talks about men. One day...
No, I'd like to introduce you to someone.
Hello? Huh?
She's Ayo Yakamashi. She's my fiancée.
Fiancé?
Nice to meet you, Mrs. Nano.
What kind of sick joke is this? You're gonna marry her?
Yeah, I was surprised to think Mrs. Yakamashi was your boss at work. Thank you for taking care of my daughter all the time.
No problem. She's always such a great helper, but...
Is there a problem?
No, nothing.
What is this? Could you be honest?
Stop it, Nano. She's your boss, right?
Yeah, but...
It's nothing, really. Oh, yeah, I brought some snacks. Would you like to join us, Nano?
Nano? I'm fine, thanks.
Nano!
Leave her be. She might be in shock.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Ayo.
Don't worry about it.
It looks like Father doesn't know how awful Mrs. Ayo truly is. I'm not against my father marrying someone, but please, not her. The reason she isn't married is because she chooses men for their money. She's happy to have boyfriends, but she complains about how their presents are cheap and the restaurants are not 5 stars. And this is seen all the time in the office. I'd guess my father had saved up a lot of money to raise me, so he must have a lot of savings. She was definitely aiming for that. I need to tell my father what kind of person she is in the office, but what happened next was truly baffling.
Nano, come here right now.
It was rare for my father to yell, so I came down to the living room. I saw my father red-faced and Mrs. Ayo sitting there. She's done something, and I couldn't believe what my father told me next.
You're having an affair with a higher-up?
What are you talking about?
Mrs. Ayo told me why you were home so late recently. I never thought you'd be such a person.
Don't attack her so much. She must have been lonely.
What are you talking about? I would never do such a thing. The reason I'm home so late is because Mrs. Yakamashi here pushes all her work onto me.
Then what is this picture?
This is when I was working overtime and a higher-up was working late too, so we exchanged greetings.
To think my daughter would do such a thing, I
did no such thing, Dad. Trust me.
I was going to let you go if you had admitted to your mistakes, but it seems I raised you wrong.
Dad!
Nano, get out of my house.
What?
Honey, why so suddenly?
It's okay. It's like you said. I was wrong to spoil her all this time.
Dad, you have to listen to me.
What are you doing? Get out.
While my father cried in anger, I saw Mrs. Ayo smile in relief. She's done it. She had reached out to my father, knowing that I was his daughter, all to kick me out of my own house. That's why I suddenly became her target. I walked out of my own house crying. What hurt me most was not Mrs. Yakamashi, but my own father not believing me.
Hey, LOL. Homeless kitty.
I won't forgive you. My father is going to see who you truly are.
Wow, so scary. But too bad. Your father loves me. It was super easy to fool a hard-boiled man who lost his wife. Now, your father's money is all mine.
Just you wait.
Are you all right? You remember I'm your boss too, right?
Do you think you can get away with anything because you're my boss?
Well, yeah. I got you kicked out of your house. Now I'm going to kick you out of the company.
What?
What do you think will happen if everyone finds out about your affair?
No one's going to believe it.
Really? An affair between a 28-year-old who lives with her father and a middle-aged higher-up? It's a classic, LOL.
How evil can you be? You'll get what you deserve soon.
Are you going to fight back? Please, do try. I've been in this company for 25 years. I'm a veteran here.
The next day, the rumor had already spread across the entire office. No one approached within a 1-meter radius of me. I guess that's social distancing. Nomara will be fired for having an affair was spreading all over the office. Mrs. Namaru, you're being called by the CEO. Yes.
Could you explain this to me?
I didn't do anything. 1 week later.
Hey, why haven't you been fired yet?
It won't be.
But you had an affair.
But I didn't.
It's already rumored you have. You were called down by the CEO.
I just told what happened that day.
And he believed you? How did you explain the picture?
The day of the picture, I had way too much work to do. I didn't have time to have an affair.
You might have gone to the hotel afterwards.
No way. I saw someone afterwards.
You can prove that?
Well, I don't need to. Because I was meeting with the CEO.
What? Why would you meet the CEO outside the office?
Well, I've kept it a secret. But I'm dating the CEO.
What?
It'll be about 3 years now.
Seriously?
I was going to solve this issue by myself because I didn't want him to worry, but because you were so loud about how he heard about it. But when I talked to him that day, he believed me from the start.
Of course I know that, Nano. And it's just the two of us. You can relax.
Masayoshi.
I was asking, why is there such a rumor going around about you? And why didn't you ask for my help?
I'm sorry. I knew you were busy and I didn't want to worry you.
Am I that unreliable?
No, it's just.
I love how you are very responsible, but you can rely on me, okay? We're keeping it a secret, but I am your boyfriend.
Yes, I'm sorry.
It must have been tough. There.
And of course, I talked about you. And he talked to the higher-up in question as well. And one higher-up in particular admitted to having an affair. It was you, Mrs. Yakimashi. That isn't true. The CEO asked about it himself. It's likely true. And he said that it was you who started the affair. What? It was him that wanted an affair. Wait, never mind. Well, we don't care about your affair. He told us your recent meetup was last week, which means you betrayed my father too, right? Wait! Don't tell your father! I told you, right? I was going to have my father know the truth. But then our marriage will end! There were no strings attached with the higher-up. I was going to end things with him once I got married. He told us you said to enjoy your lives because you'll get an ATM soon. He said that as well? Oh, how the tables have turned. You'll be chased away from the company and you'll lose your marriage. Please wait! I was wrong! See, I had marriage blues, you know. I was worried about my fiancé having a daughter. So I just wanted to tease you a little, that's all. You've gone too far. I'm not going to listen to you anymore. You'll be hearing from my company and father. Please wait to talk to them. Please, wait! I'll do anything. Okay, will you do all the work that you pushed on me? Will you be quiet then? Of course not. What? Afterwards, Masayoshi came to my house to talk to my father, to tell him the truth. At first, he was defending his new fiancée, but looking at all the evidence brought to him...
Nano, I'm so sorry. What have I done?
I'm sorry I stole your chance to get married again.
No. All I care about is you being happy, Nano. But I'm so sorry.
We both cried our eyes out and talked.
Will you come back home?
About that...
I'm sorry to ask this so abruptly, and in such bad timing, but would you let Mrs. Nano and I get married? Yes, if it's you, I will be very happy. Please take care of Nano. I'll be sure to make her happy.
In the end, I didn't go back to live with my father, but to start a new life with Masayoshi. We are preparing for our wedding together. So, about Mrs. Yakimashi. She was requested an alimony of 10 million yen from the higher-up's wife, my father who was cheated on, and me for slander. An elite like her ended up having a hefty load of debt on her hands. People who get fired do not get hired as much, so she apparently works the nightlife and barely lives on her own. She got what she deserves in the end. I'll make sure not to end up like her when I grow up.